Hey everyone, so we're back with another knife review. Sorry for the long absence there. We're going through a little remodeling in the house, and that took precedence over making YouTube videos. So, with that being said, the remodel is almost done, and time to make some videos. So, I don't know if I showed this in an unboxing or not. I don't believe I did, but about I don't know, 4 days now, 5 days now, I received a knife that I've been waiting for a long time, that I've been wanting to get. And for some reason, every time that I'm ready to buy knives, I always forget about it. I don't know why. I probably have wanted to buy this knife for like 2 or 3 months now. And every time I go to buy knives, I see one that gets my attention, and I just buy it. And afterwards, and I get done, and I look at my list of knives, and I'm like, oh crap. I totally forgot about this knife again. So, this time I bought it. I bought it this time. And that knife is the Amare Field Bro. No, that's not a Bugout, even though it looks like it, kind of. It's not a Bugout. It's an Amare Field Bro. So, this knife has actually been a huge surprise to me. I don't know if they made it to compete with the Bugout, but this knife is miles ahead of the Bugout. I love this knife. It is fantastic. I've been fidgeting with this knife for 4 days straight. It hasn't really left my pocket. um, yeah, it's turned out to be a fantastic knife. We'll just go over some specs real quick, and I'll tell you kind of a funny story. So, blade length 3 inches, closed length 4.38. Overall, a 7.3. It has VG10 steel, rolling on bronze, rolling on washers. Now, the funny thing with the washers, there's some kind of black synthetic material washer. I don't know what that really is, but I need to dive deeper into that and see what that is. But, and yeah, this is, I think Amar calls it their LR lock, which stands for left to right lock. But I mean, we all know it as access lock. Benchmade, it's access lock or crossbar lock, whatever you want to call it. So the funny story. So when I first got this knife, I was actually completely disappointed. I went to do this with the action, and it was complete trash, like trash. After like a day or so, I felt it starting to loosen up. So I took it apart. Excuse me. Took it apart, gave it a little bit of a cleaning, and put some Gunny Glide grease or this stuff. I'll just show it. This stuff here by Gunny Glide. I love this stuff. This stuff's fantastic, by the way. I put some of that on there. I know with washers you're supposed to use grease and not oil, but I don't have any grease right now, so I used oil instead. So whatever. This action has turned into absolutely insane. I mean, this thing is like riding on glass. It is so smooth. Yeah, it's incredibly smooth, as you can see. Like, it's so fidgety. I'm gonna end up breaking this spring one day. Like, this spring is gonna go bye-bye soon. Let's talk about some stuff on the knife real quick. So, there is one thing I don't really like about the knife, and I'll just say right here are these thumb studs. You see how these are made like that, and they have like steps going up to like a little point? That point is absolutely insanely irritating on your fingers. Like that little sharp point. It's okay if you put your thumb like angle it diagonal up the step like this and then push out. But if you're trying to put your thumb directly on there and push out, it's going to be uncomfortable. My thumb, however, is pretty calloused up from all the knife flicking over the years, so it doesn't really bother me as much. But I tried it in my left hand for a little bit, and yeah, it definitely hurt after a while. So that's one little negative about this. Another negative, I wish they would have inset these. Like, so they inset the This is the reversible pocket clip, by the way, deep carry. They reversed. I mean, They inset the pocket clip, like the little slit there in the G10, but they didn't make the screws countersunk or flat. Like, why go through the trouble and not do that? That's kind of a weird one for me, but yeah, that's kind of a weird one. I have seen in some videos where people complain about this texture on here. I, for one, love the texture. Like, I don't even really notice it, to be honest. People say that it, like, snags their pants or something. I don't know how that even does that. It's not that bad. Like, it's pretty smooth, actually. The Ergos on here are great. They're great Ergos. There's, like, a little cutout right here. You guys see this right here? This little, like, I don't know if I can't even see us picking this up. The camera mount I'm using doesn't allow me to even see my camera, so I'm doing this blind, kind of. So this little guy right here, this little notch that's like grinded down, is absolutely awesome for your index finger. It sits on there and snuggles into that so nicely. Yeah, very nicely. I was kind of surprised that it was actually so comfortable right there. I thought that was going to be kind of a weird spot with that indent, but it snuggles in there like super nice, super nice. There is no jimping on the blade. However, there is jimping on, let's see, that is actually the liner. So the liner comes up here over top of the scale. There is jimping on there. It's not sharp. It's rounded. It has, I mean, it does have grip. Like, your finger's not going to slip or anything. But, yeah, it doesn't continue onto the blade, which, with this knife, since you can't, I mean, you can choke up on it, but you don't really need to. When you choke up on it, this little part right here will, bite into you. But, like, this position is extremely comfortable. There's no need to really choke up on this. You don't really need to. It's great the way it is, like this. Yeah, like I said, the Ergos are like, they're fantastic. Even though it's kind of like a little square thing here, rectangle, it feels great in the hand. The pocket clip, they did a great job with how that, like, the placement and actually how it feels. I don't really feel it that much, to be honest. There's no hot spots or anything like that. All the edges are chamfered and sanded. Well, I shouldn't say sanded. They're chamfered, so there's no sharp edges. You have the lanyard hole, just ordinary lanyard hole. Another negative, I mean, it's not a humongous problem. To some it might be, but this plunge grind right here, you see how it slopes down? Like that slope? I know this little sharpening choil here is big enough. I mean, you're not going to run into that anytime soon. There is kind of a lot of meat there, but I wish they would make that plunge grind straight down, like straight vertical. Don't make it slope, just make it straight vertical. I think that would really, like, improve the aesthetics too of the blade, having that nice sharp angle, the nice drop will actually create like a cool shadow for pictures too. At certain angles. I'm just not a fan of the sloped, especially when you get down to it for sharpening, because you get one of those, I don't know, a lot of people call them a smiley, or, it just doesn't look good. So, the mechanism on here, the mechanism is great. When I took it apart, I mean, it's not like not super I mean, it's just like any other axis lock. It's not super fancy, super crazy, anything new or anything, but yeah, it works great. Very nice lock up. It makes it kind of a, can you guys hear that? The sound? It's like a, I don't know how to describe that sound. It's like a smacking two magnets together or something. It's like a different kind of sound. It doesn't sound like metal on metal. It's pretty interesting. It makes a cool sound. Yeah, all in all, like, I highly recommend this knife. I mean, the stuff I pointed out are just little, like, nitpickings, like the choil, I mean, the plunge grind, who really cares? I mean, there's plenty of room to sharpen this guy for, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 sharpenings. The thumb stud, I mean, if you just angle your thumb at a diagonal, like most people do anyway on a thumb stud, it's not going to really bother you. If you do put your thumb directly down on the thumb stud, it might annoy you after a while. The jimping on the top, up here, I mean, you don't really need it. You have jimping right here, so I mean, it still catches your finger. Since you can't really choke up on this, I guess there's really no need to put jimping on the blade. So, yeah. Oh yeah, the clip, it does go nicely in the pocket too. I forgot to mention that. It does fit nice. The screws really aren't like a big problem with them sticking out like that. They didn't catch on my jeans. I know aesthetic reasons, a lot of people like those countersunk, or at least with a flat screw. Just for aesthetics, you know. People really don't like things protruding like out up over the knife, over the scales too much. So, yeah, I mean, like they countersunk, like they like the frame, like the frame torques they put underneath the scales. Why not just put the, you know, I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, I highly recommend this knife, and I only paid $75. Like it's a great price. I know it has VG10. I know it's kind of old steel, well, quote unquote old steel, but VG10 is actually it's great. I like VG10. It holds a nice edge. It might not hold it the longest. It's pretty tough. It's like an all around good steel. It's not super crazy high end, not super low end. It's like right in the middle there. So, I don't think the other versions, I think they all come in VG10. I don't think that the titanium one is something different. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure I remember that. I'm pretty sure they're all VG10. I will be buying the titanium version of this. I really want to see if it compares to this. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. But I mean, I love this knife. Like, I literally want to buy the full blackout version. I want to buy the blackout version with the satin. I want to buy the the titanium one. Like, this knife is definitely up my alley. I mean, I love this knife. It's great. It's totally great. All right, so I do want to talk about a couple more knives. Actually, I'll show a little bonus thing in this video. One of which is a knife by Mantis. It is called the Class Act. This knife I got off of Atlantic Knife, and it was only $23. This knife was advertised as a flipper, I believe. I mean, not a flipper, but like, no, it was advertised as a flipper, I believe. But there's no way to flip this. Like, you see this hole here, right? You see that? Check this out. Book. Like, this might be good if you're left-handed, but right-handed, like, you can't flick this. Let me try. I can't really. There's no way I can. Yeah, I can't reverse flick left-handed. Yeah, I can't do that to save my life. But, like, yeah, it's very weird how this lock bar is protruded up like that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I do like Mantis as a company. I just thought I'd get this a try. I mean, it's cheap. It's only $20, you know, whatever. Yeah, so I just thought I'd show you. Nothing special. It is kind of fun though. I mean, it feels nice. The action's nice. The only bad part is this. You see that centering? It is so off-centered. I have actually took this knife apart at least four, 5, 6, 7 times trying to adjust this blade, you know, with the liner, pushing it over, trying to set it in the freezer, all that kind of stuff with the liner, trying to, you know, have it stay in position and blah, 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 blah. I can't get to center. Like, I just can't. I've tried everything I know, but, yeah, I just can't get to center. But, it's not a knife that I really be using. To be honest, it might go as like a giveaway maybe, or a freebie. Maybe when I do a giveaway, I'll throw this in someone's little, you know, I'll give it away as a freebie or something, you know. Yeah, I don't think I would do a giveaway on this. I would feel bad giving someone a knife that can't be centered, you know, even if it's free, even if it's a giveaway. I don't think that I would really do that. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Mantis Class Act. So the next knife. So, I showed this knife in a previous video. Um, yeah, this is the SRM or Sam Ramu. On Amazon, it is listed as a Sam Ramu 7010. This is a 12, oh crap, what was this? 12C27N or something? 12C27 blade. I'll show one here. No, it doesn't even show one here, does it? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't even show on the blade what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's a 12C27N or something like that. This part here, the scales are 3CR, stainless. This knife was only $20, and for $20, like, this knife is fantastic. I don't think that there is another knife that really compares to this for $20 or less than $20. I think I paid like $18 for this. $18. It's great. I love it for $18. It looks good too. You know, it looks real good. Yeah, and it's a frame lock too. Nice lockup. The action. This is also on washers. The action's great. I mean, I fidgeted with this for like 6 hours, and it just kept on getting better and better and better. I did put oil in it and not grease, so I'm sure with grease the action would feel better. Maybe even with that Field Bro I have, I don't think there's a way for the action to get better on that Field Bro, but it's already fantastic. But maybe a little bit of grease might make it better. I don't know. Who knows? So yeah, here's a couple of knives I just want to show you guys. Here's this one. Why does these knives always fall over like that? You know, it's kind of annoying. Just stay. And then this guy, this one does it too, doesn't it? Yeah, it's really annoying. So yeah, yeah, I guess that's it for the video. I'm going to be starting a new kind of series. I'm actually really like pens. I'm a pretty big pen guy, and I think I'm going to do a series just on Twosun pens. I have a couple of them right now. I love Twosun as a company. Their pens, I have just received a couple, and they're great for the price point. Like, they're fantastic. So I kind of want to highlight those. Oh, speaking of highlighting stuff, I did want to mention too that these, you remember these guys? These Twosuns that came in the wrong steel in D2. I am actually, oh no, I knocked over my guy, my pelican from Halo. Stay, buddy. So, I'm gonna keep these. I know I was kind of complaining that they were in D2, but for the price, I mean, screw it. They're great knives. Like, they're super nice knives. You know, I think this was $75. This was like $84. Like, how can you beat that? These are supposed to have 14C28N, and that would even make it an even better deal. But with D2, you have mill titanium, carbon fiber. I mean, for that price point, I mean, you can't go wrong. It's such a steal. I don't know how Twosun does it, man. They could literally charge, you know, 50% more on these, and, you know, they would still be a blaze steal, you know? I will be doing a review on this knife. I think I'm gonna start carrying it tomorrow. I really love this knife too. I love how simple it is, super modern looking. So, yeah, expect a review on this sometime soon. That about does it. I know this is kind of a long one, but I think I'll end it here. I'll be filming the pen video pretty soon here. Maybe have it out tomorrow or something. So keep a lookout for that if you like pens. Other than that, I do have some more stuff coming. I'll have a unboxing video sometime in the future. And in the next 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 days, I'll have the review out for this Twosun. Oh, by the way, this is the Twosun 216. And This is the Twosun 213. So just so you guys know. And yeah, I guess I'll end it there. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll catch you on the next one.